Hi, welcome back to my channel. Uh, I'm back again. I don't know why I'm kind of, kind of know why I just had a protein shake, so I'm a little like anxious right now. Also, I'm a little anxious right now because I really want to get this out. I've been working on this not too long, but long enough. I don't really. I feel like I say this in every video. I don't really know what to say, but I am going to. Well, I do know what to say, but I don't know. Anyway, let's just get into it. So, with this one here, like with most stuff, that's how. Okay, let me slow down. I told you I'm a little like antsy right now, so. Like most stuff that starts off with my art, it starts in my head. I keep seeing something in my head and I want to recreate it, but I also have to go through that process of, okay, so how will this translate onto screen or paper or whatever medium or physical piece of item I'm using to produce my art. So I go through that process, which takes me a minute because then I'm going back and forth, and then I'm also like having other ideas that's kind of like flooding my head at the same time as trying to like execute this one idea that I want, that I see the most of. And then that's when I kind of like look for some ideas, some like inspirations on, okay, like how will I tackle this? Some references, things of that nature, and then I go from there. So, from the start, I had an idea of what I wanted to do. I wanted to like do more of a like surrealism kind of piece, but towards the end, it didn't really necessarily turn out that way. When you look at it, like I wanted her to have an abnormally long neck, which her neck is still pretty long, but I wanted it to be like crazy long, like like wow, that's crazy long neck or whatever. But I didn't push it to that extreme as much as I would like. But all in it, like for instance, this part right here, her neck look extremely long, like I wanted it to. But I think once I started to really mess with the features and change up the features a bit and make them make sense, because throughout the video you'll see that it's kind of like things kind of looked a little off, even though it's supposed to be. I wanted it to be surrealism, but I think my mind was like, but I want it to be realism as well. So I think I kind of like subconsciously made it a bit more realistic, but have like a tint of exaggeration or whatever. It definitely didn't. So I lead to more so in my comfortability of like realism, and that's okay, because the end result still turned out beautiful. Like I love this piece. It's when I finish something and I make it my wallpaper on my phone, I know I'm in love with it, and I know it's time for me to put it out. But yeah, so yeah, that's that. Also, like in the last video, I said that I wanted to try to do screen recording, which was, I'm not gonna say an epic fail, but it was a minor fail for me. It was, I ain't gonna even say minor, it was a major. Is major less than epic? Or are they the same? I don't know, even though, either way, it wasn't very successful, I would say. This part right here is time lapse, but like towards the middle endish part, is when I start to jump into the screen recording aspect of it. So I have a question for someone who can answer this for me, please. I cannot, for the life of me, get my screen recording to continue recording. Like, it'll record. Like, I have one of the longest I was able to record was like 22 minutes, and I kept having to check, like having to move my thing down just to see, like, okay, it's still recording, because after a while, it was one recording that I started when it was much longer than 22 minutes, but when I decided to like stop recording, it wasn't recording anyway. So I don't know when it ended, when it stopped, but I also looked online that you can record continuously up to 3 hours. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what is it that I'm doing wrong to cause it to just stop recording. Because I will click my screen record and I will wait until the countdown of 3 seconds, and then I'll push my bar back up to do my thing. But it's like, it's not comfortable to try to do the screen recording, because now I can't necessarily immerse myself into the piece. I'm trying to immerse myself in the piece, but also remember, like, okay, check and see if it's recording. That's why I'm so happy that they have time lapse within this within Procreate, because I would be out of luck. Like, I feel like if I had to rely on screen recording alone, I don't think I would be able to record my progress for real. Like, it would be a big hassle for me, honestly. So I'm still very thankful for time lapse, but I just wish that time lapse would like pick up when you zooming in on certain spots, so people won't get lost in where you're actually like drawing or whatever. That's my big thing with like the time lapse or whatever. But like, this is the part here where I started to screen record. Like, those are certain parts where I was able to successfully screen record, which you see is very quick. But it is like maybe 3 more parts where you're gonna see me jump into like put a screen recording to see how it works. So yeah, that was that, and it's still a trial and error for me. I'm trying to figure out how can I continue the screen record without it just stopping. I don't know what's the reason for it to stop when I don't even stop it. And like I said, I've looked it up. You can screen record on iDevices for up to 3 hours. It's nowhere near 3 hours by the time it finished. I know for sure the first one I tried was at least around 22 minutes or maybe 30 minutes. But by the time I even looked to like try to stop it, it was already, nothing was recording. So, and even if you're gonna stop my recording, at least save it when it stops or whatever it's doing. I don't know. Either way, it's still trial and error. I'm still play with it until I figure it out. And if I can't figure it out, I guess I'll have to just stick with the in-app time lapse. And I'm fine with that. I don't know, I just miss the essence of like this part where you see me zooming in and you see me moving with the brushes and playing with colors and opacity, and I don't know, I feel like it just adds more character to the piece, instead of you just seeing this one like scene and it hasn't moved. I don't know, I just feel like it adds more to the video to me. And like I said, I feel like it also helps with people seeing where I'm actually drawing at the moment. So yeah, I really like that. I like this piece. This part right here is just so nice to me. But I'm not gonna let it defeat me. Like I said, I'm just gonna continuously try whatever comes of it, comes of it. I'll just do what I did here. It's like the pieces that I am able to like get. I'll put them in if they make sense. But yeah, for the most part, I forgot to cross it out. I don't know if I'm just have to leave that in. But yeah, so we're kind of like coming towards the end, and yeah, this is one of my finished pieces that I really enjoy and love, and I hope you guys enjoy and love it as well. Um, if you're watching, if you have any ideas or any suggestions on how I can make that work out for me with the whole screen recording, I will greatly appreciate it. Also, if you have any like ideas of like drawings you want to make, yes, you can you know come in below and I'll look at them. I consider them. Not guarantee that because I'm not really taking any requests right now or anything like that. But it's nice to hear what y'all would like to see. Yeah. Y'all have a great one. Make sure y'all come back. Subscribe, share. Let me know. Like some. Alright, y'all.